Hey guys, my name is Mark and I want to give you a quick update about the Druid.gg platform. We were not really consistent in uploading videos, especially in 2026, and I want to give you a few reasons why that happened, and also I want to give you an outlook about the future where I hope we can improve upon these things. I also want to give you some updates that happened in 2026 because we were still very actively developing. We were just not documenting that very well on YouTube. So what happened? And I don't want to get into too much detail, but basically life happened. We are all developing Druid.gg in our free time. And of course, when you do something like that in your free time, it is quite hard to maintain work, your project, your private life, and potentially even other things. And I think that came in the way of being very consistent, especially with video creation. So next to our private lives, we also had not a real good process how we want to create videos and how we can be consistent with these things. In the future, I hope we can create at least one video each month and that we also become better at video creation itself. We still were actively developing the Druid platform, so we achieved quite a lot of wins, and I want to give you a quick wrap up of all the things we have done so far in 2026. A lot of these things will probably also be separate videos, but here's a quick list. So the first honorable mention I want to give you is that we have a Hightail license. And that's very nice because not everybody gets a Hightail license, and we are really just a very small team and we have a very small platform. So huge thanks again to the Hightail developers. You guys are awesome. And you gave us the chance of being a Hightail hoster, and that's very nice. Another thing that we achieved is a complete refactor of the deployment platform, let's call it. So in the beginning, Druid was mainly deployed with containers, so every game server was a container, but that changed now and we are doing virtual machines. What exactly that means, I will not explain here because I think that's worth a separate video. Another thing we did was to completely refactor the restore and backup process, and we have now aligned that with the rest of the platform. I also don't want to get into much details here, but generally speaking, just a huge refactor to how scrolls or also game servers are restored. We also did some very big general refactors, which made it necessary to reset a lot of user data, so all of your accounts are still there, but if you have a very old game server, it is probably not there anymore. Our services are all free and we are still in an alpha, so sorry for that, but I think these things can happen at this point, and I think it is still a very big stepping stone towards a very stable platform. Generally speaking, I think most of the efforts that we have done so far were stabilization efforts. Those are not really done yet. The platform is not in a state where I would call it stable, but it definitely improved. And I think in 1 or 2 months, we have a very good setup and something which is in alignment with the vision that we have in general, whatever that means. So there are still some smaller things that I have not mentioned here, but I would recommend to you just give it out a try. It's all free, just visit Druid.gg, and if you run into some issues, feel free to join our Discord, and there you can talk to the team, also make suggestions, and generally just check out what we're doing. So thanks guys for watching this video. I hope we will be way more consistent in the future with video uploads, and as I said, give us a try, go to Druid.gg and create a free account. Cheers guys.